on behalf of the two applicants. The state is ready, but I understand that the defense would like to address the courtship.
Mr. Holders.
Thank you, Worship. Good morning, Worship.
Morning.
Worship, my instructions are to not proceed with the bride application, or to abandoning the bride application, and to transfer the matter back to the trial court, Your Worship, for plea negotiations. I just don't know, Your Worship, whether we can arrange to appear there today or whether we must arrange for the next date. The date that we had in mind, Your Worship, is today the 17th. It's next week, Tuesday, for possible plea negotiations, Your Worship.
Worship, the state will suggest that we rather postpone transfer to regional court number 2, the 17th, and then they will make arrangement in that court, Worship.
The matters in transfer back to Regional Court 2 until 17 March this year for plea negotiations. Both accused will remain in custody until then. Thank you. Then all excused.
Hi everyone, welcome back to the Controversial Podcast. In today's episode, I just want us to talk about the son of the late Zimbabwean president, Robert Mugabe, Bellarmine Chatunga Mugabe, and his co-accused, Tobias Mugabe. Things are not looking good for them. Apparently, they are here in South Africa illegally. They committed a crime and they were here illegally. That is to be expected. I'm not even surprised about that. You've got so many illegal foreigners in this country and they have abandoned their bail because the prosecutor is not sleeping on duty. He or she is making sure that these guys will rot in jail. After Chitunga Mugabe shot that employee of his, he was like, no, I didn't shoot him. He shot himself. But police were asking themselves, but how is that possible if he was shot in the back? And for the fact that the firearm is still missing, they are in trouble. There have been delays. Last week, they were supposed to apply for bail because there was load shedding. Unfortunately, the matter was postponed and they have just abandoned their bail, which means they'll spend more time in jail. And I don't think they'll go out anytime soon. Other Zimbabweans are very happy. They are saying finally he will be held accountable for his crimes. He's been committing crimes like it's nobody's business. And just because his father was the president of Zimbabwe, he's been getting away. And there are allegations that he's a Zamazama kingpin. It's just allegations. And I was so disappointed because I saw it on social media. Apparently, it is alleged that this guy is working with Gates and McKenzie and Kenny Gunene, and they're busy smuggling gold illegally, something that has to do with mining. And I was really disappointed. It's what I've seen on social media. And if those allegations are true, I don't know what to say because Gates and McKenzie and Kenny Gunene are ex-convicts. They've been arrested before. It is such a shame. If they're doing this shenanigans, it is such a shame. I don't want to talk about the PA today. I'm always criticizing them, but I just want to talk about this guy. It's such a shame because his mother won't be able to attend the court case or visit her son in prison because she assaulted someone here in South Africa. She assaulted a model. It was in 2017. She assaulted a model in Sandton in Johannesburg. Apparently, there was an altercation. I don't know what was happening, but there was a story and she ran away. She was helped by the then Minister of DECO. That minister was from ANC, the Minister of International Relations and Cooperation. That's why she left the country. There was a warrant of arrest that was issued. Unfortunately, she cannot come here in South Africa and support his son because she's a fugitive. Zimbabweans have been exploiting South Africa like it's nobody's business and they don't care. Even the son of the former president was here and committed a crime. He was here illegally with his co-accused. He was happy to commit a crime because he's used to this. I wish the prosecutor can be tough on these guys, because what is this? The judiciary should set an example, because we have lost trust in South Africa's justice system. We've heard what General Dlamkwanasi said on the 6th of July 2025. He dropped some bombshells when he spoke about organized crime and all that stuff. No one respects South Africa, not even a single person. Even the foreign pastors are abusing the Home Affairs. Not so long ago, the SIU released a report, and we've seen what Shepherd Bushiri and also Pastor Omotoso, you've seen what they've done in this country. They've bribed the Home Affairs officials. They've been paying money, not only those pastors, the so-called pastors. I mean, there's a lot of people who are in this country illegally, and they've been getting visas like it's nobody's business. The Home Affairs officials are busy selling this country like it's nobody's business, selling visas. We have a problem of ID duplication because of them. So yeah, let me know on the comment section. Share your views on this one. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe for more.